Disclaimer. This video and all its contents are Ngozi's opinion and that of some people who contributed. We're all entitled to our opinions, so enjoy.
Hello everyone, welcome again. My name is Ngozi. On this one, I'm discussing the top 10 must-haves for a Nigerian wedding. Not just any Nigerian wedding, but, you know, the weddings that create talkability. Now, I'm going to give some, you know, what do they call them now? Some basic rules, and before I start this webisode, and some caveats so that I can already excuse myself. I know that at the end of this episode, it will appear that I have been hating, and it will appear like, oh gosh, she's not happy. That's fine. I am going to tell you how I feel about these things, because I think if you are in the age of 27 to about 40, this is wedding season. It's wedding fever season, and it's not just wedding season. It's like it's trending, and social media has really increased the talkability of weddings. So as a result, there are certain things that people do now before they get married and for the wedding and post the wedding that creates the general gengenness of weddings. So I did a top, well, I didn't do a top 10. My friend did a top 10, and I told her I was going to talk about it because I share the same sentiments as her. All right. And then again, one other thing I want to say is that I got married, you know, many years ago. I wore a tiara and gloves up to my elbow on my wedding day. That is no longer in vogue. It's not trending. I'm glad that when I got married, the pressures, I think there's pressure today, or maybe if there's no pressure, then it's a shame why people are doing certain things. Anyway, the pressure that people are facing today are more than we faced back then. I'm very glad I got married back then. And in the event that you're supposed to get married today, I don't even think you need to face those pressures. I think people are giving in for whatever reason. Anyway. So let me go into it. It's my top 10 list, of course, this time around. Number 1, of course, before you get married, somebody has to propose. So the first must-have is a publicized proposal covered by a professional photographer. You put up, or you stop on the road, you know, and let Lasma pretend to stop her. Then she comes out from the car. You now act Nollywood film. Then everywhere, or you propose in the movie theater and then kneel down. And when she now finds out, will you marry me? I don't know. You see, I guess it depends on the kind of wife you have, of woman you're about to marry, because you have to know the person you're going to marry. Don't watch Hollywood movies and be like, oh my God, you know, he saw her, you know, she was on the beach and there was a carnival going on, and I took the microphone and said, there's a special woman out here and I want to marry. She will just vanish into the crowd if she's the wrong person. So number 1 is this publicized proposal. Oh, and you have to hire a professional photographer because you must capture the moments. Yeah. Number 2. And this one is by far my favorite. You must have a pre-wedding themed engagement photo session. Yes, and I feel bad that I'm going to say this, but I'm going to anyway. The most ridiculous one I saw is that an underwater pre-engagement shoot. You see, I think what it is that you want your own to be out of this world. So you want it to be more outrageous than the last one. So I had talked about it in my episode with Wana where we did a media review about a couple that she did like a jungle thing where she held him and she said man down. Then there was one where they were both wearing Tarzan, like jungle fever. They were hanging from what appeared to be branches, and I thought, what if you fall? Then there was another one that was like space age, and they looked like aliens, and now it's underwater. Are you a fish? I don't know. I just think these are first world problems. There are just so many other issues that for you to start thinking about, oh, for pre-wedding or not wedding, you have a engagement show, we're going to now go and fly to the moon. They will now both fall out from the skyscraper. Then you now capture the photographers. This is your time. Key in. Number 3, of course, even though you finish your shoot, then you have to secure a makeup artist that will charge you a bill higher than most people's paycheck. I've never been able to understand why bridal makeup costs so much. somebody said it's because they stay with you the whole day. So they have to follow you. I've actually seen been at some weddings where at the reception they're looking for the makeup artist. They can't find her, and yet she has charged that arm rubber bill. I don't understand if there's maybe bridal foundation, bridal eyeliner, or something that just makes the one you want to do for the bride 3 times, no, 5 times much more expensive than everybody else's own. Number 4. You have to, of course, pick out hair that is originally from South America or somewhere else and flip it into a flop. I have to give it to natural hair brides. They actually look amazing. So your hair is your prerogative. It's not a big deal for me, but I've noticed that the hair is a very big deal for weddings. Number 5, you now have genetically selected bridesmaids that are your acquaintances. I'm sorry, your friends. Yes, you select them to be in your bridal party because God forbid your bridesmaids don't look nice. I always assume that for the most part, I stand corrected. For the most part, your bridesmaids are your close friends. But I have seen in a lot of cases where you handpick them because they look good. Fair enough, because you want your pictures to be nice. But I just keep thinking, really though? Number 6, you have an introduction ceremony that is full-on, bigger than most people's traditional and white weddings put together. My introduction consisted of 10 people, I think, or 12 in my parents' living room. I assumed that introduction was exactly that, introduction. But now introduction, you change 2 times, ashoke to match the shoe, to match the fan, to match the beads, to match the necklace. And I'm thinking, was that the trad or the engagement? Was that the intro or the engagement? Intros by design, intros by what they're supposed to be and not supposed to be big. They're supposed to be family affairs because the families are being introduced to one another. Number 7. Pick out Asoebi for your friends and then double the price because you have to help pay for their expenses that you have already incurred. I've never been able to understand why some Asoebis cost so much. I mean, I know lace is expensive, but I'm talking about Asoebi for younger people, for your young friends. And then you see people borrowing money left, right, and center because they want to wear Asoebi. I think that you should check the friends that you have and really be, what's the word, considerate about it and don't be like, it's my wedding, really, I want the taste I want. And where you Asoebi on your own self now, then you now be wondering why 30, 40, 50 people did not buy your Asoebi. It was expensive. Number 8. I like number 8. You now have a bridal shower thrown for you with a cake topped with man parts. That's my problem. Why does your bridal party, your bridal shower cake have to be obscene? Why does it need to have male genital areas on it? Because we want to know you're marrying a man. Marry a woman now. So if you're gay, pardon my, yeah, I mean, so if you're gay and you're getting married, would you then make one with female parts? Guys, there's no need for obscene cakes. There's just no need. Oh, sorry. The bridal shower will have a gate fee as well, because we need to pay for venue, decor, and all sorts of other things that don't really matter much. Anyway, number 9, and very, very importantly, is the reception dress, because it's your wedding day. God forbid you wear a wedding dress the whole day. No, why would you wear a wedding dress? It's your wedding day after all. You must change into a reception dress, and not just any reception dress. It must be sequined and it must be backless. Yes, I think there's a particular designer that started it, and so everybody thought, ooh, that's the reception dress. So it must be sequined and it must have no back. Or if it has back, then it will be lace and a see-through back for your reception dress. That's the only reception dress that's acceptable this day and age, tailored by a designer. Yes, you can't just go into the shop and buy your reception dress. A designer must make it, and then you talk about that designer at the reception. And number 10, and last but certainly not the least, you must ensure that every step of this journey for Nigerian weddings is captured on bellanaija.com or Bella, what's that one? Asoebi Bella. If your bridesmaids do not tag Aso-EBI Bella when they're putting up pictures. If they don't tag Aso-EBI Bella when they get to the reception, you'll be very upset with them, because quite frankly, who did you do all this for? If Aso-EBI Bella doesn't publicize it to the rest of the world, then you've wasted all this money. And then you meet people who have spent 5-6 million naira of their own money on the wedding, and then after the wedding, it's like, man, this guy, man, rent is coming up. Is it coming up, really? When did you realize rent was going to come up? Today or last week when you were planning the wedding? Yeah. No. Let us cut our wedding coats according to size. People who now go away for destination weddings say they want to save costs, they want to keep people away, and so on and so forth. Whatever your need is, I'm happy that you're getting married. I'm happy that the love has brought two of you together and you want to share it with the world. I just think, what are the real reasons for all these extravagant things that we do now for weddings? If you have a contrary opinion, share it with me. If you have a point that I possibly missed, also share it with me. Jara. Then, depending on the size of your wallet, there must be a Nigerian musician to perform at your wedding. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry, again, if you have comments, please make them. I'm not hating. I just think that a lot of things are completely blown out of proportion and we're spending money on the wrong things. All right, until next time, please keep it real. My name is Ngozi and thank you for watching.